Okay, so here's how it works. We go one by one and we place them. Now, for the tier list, just a little bit of a disclaimer. We're not just going based off of difficulty here, okay? I know they're all hard, okay? Literally every single freaking boss in this game is like, oh yeah, the pink mouse. Yeah, of course. It's easy to see, and I like pink. I like pink. What you gonna do about it? Nothing. I'm not just gonna do difficulty because every single boss in this game is horribly difficult. And you can say that there's one or two that aren't. I don't believe it, okay? They're all really hard. So we're gonna be putting them in. Difficulty will have a part of it, of course. We're also going to be talking about, like, cool factor. There's also going to be what they do and through my experience with them. Because if those of you who have followed my Hollow Knight playthrough, oh, you know the struggle. You know the things that happened in that playthrough where it was rude. It was rude. Some bosses gave me insane trouble and other ones, hey, how fun the fight is. There's going to be a couple of different things. So why don't we just, fam, I mean, why don't we just get into this? All right. Why don't we just do that? All right. So first off, I'm actually not going to do this first one. Actually, well, maybe I will do that one first. Should we start with that? The Absolute Radiance. I never did Absolute Radiance. So I'm actually going to move this down to the bottom because I didn't do this boss. I can't beat that boss. We're starting off really strong here. We're starting off great. Okay. First boss of the day. We got Broken Vessel. Broken Vessel, let's talk about this. Difficulty, Broken Vessel does a move where they spew like 3 or 5 blobs of orange. Did I actually beat P4? No. No, and I never will. I never, ever will. I gave my life to Pantheon 4. I did. Every waking moment was Pantheon 4, and it's never, I can't do it. I don't know. Broken Vessel. Difficulty factor, okay? Difficulty factor, we're thinking, honestly, compared to the rest, like, it's probably a B tier for difficulty. Cool factor, and by the way, if you disagree, just spam it. Or, well, okay, don't, like, spam it, but, like, cool factor, kind of also a B, I think. Also a B. I'm feeling like this is I'm feeling super B. I don't feel like that this has any crazy, It is like an infected host, which is really cool, but I think this is the most B tier. This is like the C3PO of Hollow Knight bosses, right? Just like straight B tier. That's what I'm thinking. I'm just here for the memes. This whole freaking thing is going to be a meme, trust me. I can't wait. Because I'm heavily biased on some of these, and some of these, none of you are going to agree with me. None of you are going to agree, and I don't want to hear it. Actually, I do want to hear it. I want you to let me know, but you know how it is. All right, next up, we got Brooding Moloch. D. Brooding Moloch is complete garbage. Radiant Moloch gives me nightmares, actually. Radiant Moloch gives me complete nightmares. But it's going D. For right now, it's going D tier. It's really just an unfortunate boss to fight. It's not like specifically hard, but it is pretty garbage. So this is 100% going to be based on how quickly Doug beat the bosses, right? A lot of it is going to be my personal experience. A lot of it. We've got brothers Oro and Mato. The brothers. These are like nail art brothers. Super DK says B tier. I find that downright ridiculous. I think B tier is C tier. What in the world? C tier. All right, listen. Attacks are receptive and easy to dodge. Yeah, they're not incredibly difficult, right? They're not super hard. I think they only have like 3 or 4 moves each. But the cool factor. They're the brothers. They're 2 of 3. And I like them. We got more B tier. Oh, fam. All right, we'll put them B tier. But they're definitely ahead of the Vessel. They're 100% ahead of Vessel. No one's arguing that Broken Vessel is cooler than the brothers. Come on now. That's impossible. That is impossible. Next up, Crystal Guardian. Those of you who watched my playlist know that I freaking love the Crystal Guardian S tier, baby. Crystal Guardian is S tier. 100%. I don't want to hear it. He wears oven mitts, and he shoots lasers, and he's hilarious. And he's not even difficult to fight. He's super easy to fight. Mr. Laser Mitts. Yes, we called him Mr. Laser Mitts. He's not an S, says Ducky. I don't see a single reason to make Crystal Guardian Mr. Laser Mitts not S tier. I want to hear it. I can't think of a reason. Look at that face. This is like, it's the Crystal Guardian. And now keep in mind, this is not like the juiced version of the Crystal Guardian. I think there's a juiced version. I don't remember. But the regular Crystal Guardian is just a dirt machine. You can argue with me all you want. That's fine. But right now, Crystal Guardian, bam, 100% S tier from me. I'm keeping, look at him. He's even waving. He's even waving hello. All right, next up, we got the Dung Defender. Now, this is a crowd favorite, right? Dung Defender is A tier. I know, Dung Defender is going to be one that goes really high. I actually am poised to agree. I feel like Dung Defender is like the Pooh Boy is pretty high up. We'll do A. It seems like everyone feels like A. Low A, high B. Dung Defender. Oh, okay. So for those of you that don't know, the Dung Defender, it's literally called the Dung Defender, and what they do is they get up these big piles of dung and they yeet them at you. They just throw them around. And they bounce everywhere, and then the Dung Defender rolls up in a ball and bounces everywhere too. Dung Defender was one of the bosses that the Radiant version made me want to quit the game forever. But that was after I'd already beaten the base game, so we'll talk about it. But my experience with the Dung Defender was pretty good. I'd say A tier. I like that. Elder Who? This is what do we think? E tier? Oh boy, E tier for Elder Who. Very easy. Yep, agreed. I would say B for the Elder. Oh, we have quite the spread. Now, I'm going to tell you all something. You're not going to like this. DK is not going to like this at all. This is where I put Elder Who. And I know that he's super easy. I know Elder Who is super easy. But here's the thing. Whoa. But wait. Elder Who has attacks. They're very cool attacks. They essentially, there's these big like stacks of rings of, see, like you can see the ring is like kind of on their wrist. They're kind of like putting them around. And when the rings hit the ground, you feel it in your soul. There is Elder Who's attacks are just magnificent. They're the coolest attacks in the game. And when they impact the ground, it's so satisfying. Oh, it's just like, I don't know what it is. It's just so satisfying. There's this thud and you can feel it. And it's like, whoa. And I love it. This is the Crystallized Guardian. Woohoo, hello. This is Crystal Guardian, but this is the super form. Honestly, I'm not that thrilled with the Enraged Guardian. I mean, it's just like a big version of, yeah, maybe B tier. Like it still has the cool factor. That is a dark rock. Yes, it's just a rock. That's all this is. This is a basic rock. This is just a rock. The Enraged Guardian really doesn't have a whole lot extra from the Crystal Guardian, except for the fact that it's like more of it. I'm kind of like stumped between B or C tier. I'm kind of thinking C tier, maybe like high C, low B. Maybe we'll put him in B, but he's definitely after these two. 100% he's after these two. Right? Like he's not as cool as Broken Vessel. There's no way. The failed champion. The failed champion, who I think is just inside of this one here. S tier. S tier. The failed champion. S tier. The question is, does he go ahead of the other ones? Does he go ahead of the Crystal Guardian? Do we think so? Do we think it goes like this now? Just the face putting it high S tier. All right, I'll do it. I'll do it here. The False Knight, the slower, weaker, failed champ. Okay, so regular False Knight. False Knight is, I believe, the first big boss that you fight in the game. False Knight has a gigantic hammer. This is hammer time, lad. This is getting hammered all day with the False Knight, okay? We get absolutely slapped by the False Knight. The later versions, complete trash. This version, False Knight's pretty cool. I don't know. False Knight's pretty cool. I'm thinking maybe A tier for me. Maybe B tier. I think I'll go B. I think I'll put him in B. It's a high B, though. No, because here's the thing. It's way cooler. It's cool. It's like here. Like, False Knight definitely is not as cool as the brothers. There's no way. There's no way. The brothers are probably going to be moving up, to be honest. I think these might be going up. Oh, next up, we got the thing. I don't even know what this thing is, but it has, like, weird suction cups all over its face, and it shoots out bees or something. Fluke-Marm. Fluke-Marm. Fluke-Marm is 100% going down here. Fluke-Marm is low. Fluke-Marm is low. I don't know what this creature is. It's a giant sack that shoots out flukes. That's what it is. That's all it is. Like F tier, E tier. I'll put Fluky down. Oh, I want to do F, but I don't know if I think I'm gonna do E because There's gonna be more, and we need to know how they roll, right? They need to know how they roll. I don't know. We'll see. This thing is just absolutely just like E to F tier, something in there. Next up, Galleon. Now, Galleon. Oh, boy. Galleon is super hard. Galleon gives me so much trouble, okay? Galleon really does. He's got 2 attacks. He's got the spinning scythes that, like, run around the screen. The screen. Yeah, the screen. And they just, or they have like the dream, like the small glowing ones that move across as well. The Radiant version is horrible. The regular version is super, super difficult. Galleon is really freaking cool though. And I like the moves. Like, I like the scythe. The scythe is just really cool. It's neat. Yes, it's horrible to play against, which, you know, obviously knocks it way down. But the cool factor brings it up. And the fight is interesting. The fight is interesting. I think I'm tempted to go here. I think I'm tempted to do A. This is what I'm telling you. Not an easy fight. Really not. But I really think it's very cool. Really cool boss in the game. Oh my God, Tamer. Oh, it's God Tamer. Oh, complete trash. There's actually 2 bosses in one. So you have to fight the giant thing that the God Tamer rides on. And then you gotta fight the actual, like the little ant person too. It's really hard. It's super hard because if you take out, I think what bumps it up for me, maybe C tier, because when you take out, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think if you take out the ant, the beast will perish, right? Like you take out this one and then this one goes, or is it the other way around? I don't remember. But I think in like C tier, it's not an easy fight. It gave me a lot of trouble, but it's like just below average. I don't know. Like there's nothing, it's cool, but like it's not crazy special for anything. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we're gonna knock this down. We're gonna knock this down right here. I don't know. This is not super cool. We got Crystal Guardian already. We don't really need the Enraged Guardian. Enraged Guardian's a little meh. Here we go! Here we go! Everyone loves this one. At least I think everyone loves this one. It's Ghorb! Ghorb! Where's Ghorb going? People love Ghorb. I love Ghorb. Ghorb might be like, oh gosh, is Ghorb cooler than Galleon though? Maybe Ghorb is cooler than Galleon. Gosh, it's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. Ghorb is a fun fight. Not difficult though. At least from my experience. I don't think Ghorb was that difficult. But for the most part, like Ghorb is pretty cool. Maybe we'll do A tier for Ghorb. I don't know. Maybe. I don't think the fight is as wonderful as the Galleon fight. Like the Galleon fight is really interesting. Ghorb is just off cool factor. I mean, look at this. Look at Ghorb. I mean, Ghorb is freaking awesome. But the next one, fam. Can we talk about him? Can we talk about him? We all know Grandmaster Sly goes to S tier. We all know. Grandmaster Sly. Look, Grandmaster Sly, tiny little Sly. Friend of the channel, Sly. Friend of the character, Sly. Wields a gigantic knife. Wields a gigantic knife that is about 9 times their size. Spins around in circles. Super scary fight because when you fight this boss, it's part of a series of battles. And if you lose, then you have to restart everything. Honestly, I think Sly probably goes above everything at this point, right? I think so. I don't know. I think Sly just goes up. If anyone really disagrees with this, keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself, huh? I don't want to hear it. Sly's amazing. Next up, it's 𝗏𝗏𝗟𝗏𝗧𝗏. Massive Lord Beefius. Beefius Beefcake. Doesn't skip leg day. 𝗏𝗏𝗟𝗏𝗏. Runs around with a sword. The mighty Beefcake. Protein only. 𝗧𝗏. The thickest boy in Hollow Knight. E tier. E tier. It's E tier. It's below 𝗲𝗡𝗏𝗏. The Beefcake 𝗧𝗏 is actually complete garbage. Complete garbage. I don't know how else to say it. There's no make a G tier. There's no way to put it. I don't know. It's just, the fight is just so horrible. It's so horrible. There's really no cool factor. The moves they use are a complete disaster. They throw little flying 𝗧𝗏s everywhere. They jump up, they come down, they lift you up, they put you down, and then you're gone. You are unalived, it is bad, and then your entire Pantheon run is over. And it's garbage. If you want to, guys, in my videos, I have like the boss fight video where there's like a bunch of boss fights. This is in that. And let me tell you something. And in the description of all those videos, if you want to go watch these fights individually, I put timestamps so you can watch them. You can watch like the whole the whole thing. But this boss is just complete garbage. I just don't even like 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓, the 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓. 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓 is like cool, but there's like really nothing special about 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓 at all. In fact, we're moving 𝗧𝗢 down. I'm doing this. Like 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓 is not difficult. They do a move where they slam their body up and down. It does have a snoot. It does have a snoot. But is the snoot enough? Do we love the snoot so much that it moves up to D tier? I don't think so. Honestly, I think it's E tier. I think it's just like, it's just meh. It's just meh. It's just a meh boss. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Now this one here, the 𝗲𝗡𝗍. I desperately want this boss to be S tier. I really do. I really do. I like really want this to be S tier. That is a B. This is a B. It's the Lord of the Bees. It's the Lord of the Bees. But the fight has the little projectiles. And then the bees show up. And then there's more projectiles. There's just so many projectiles. B tier for B-boy. We can do B tier for B-boy. That feels pretty fitting. I want the B. I love the bees. I want it to be S tier. Honestly, probably here. Probably here. Like, definitely better than these two, right? Definitely better than these two. But like the B-boy, the fight is just, it's just so many projects. I just can't do it. It's really hard. And I had to do it in the Pantheon. Level 1 of one of the Pantheons. I had to fight this boss on repeat. I must have fought this boss 150 times. And each time it got worse. This next one is Hornet. I'm just gonna do something really quick, and then by all means tell me if you agree. All right, we're gonna do this. Hornet, top of S tier, maybe even here. Hornet Sentinel. Oh my gosh, Hornet Sentinel's F tier. Hornet Sentinel has to be F tier. Look at for those of you that haven't played the game, Hornet is our rival in the game. Hornet is the rival, and Hornet, I adore Hornet. I adore Hornet. But Hornet Sentinel, the upgraded version of Hornet, there was one of my videos. I attempted this so many times. So many times. The fight just gives me anxiety. It's terrible. The fight is absolutely horrible. It is that bad. It is that bad. But Hornet themselves, S tier for sure. Silksong will be our character. Really cool character. I really like Hornet. Hornet's always like, "Hanamas!" Does anyone disagree with this? Let me know in the chat if you disagree with this. I know this is weird to have the same character, S and F tier, but I can't with the Sentinel. It's too hard. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. Lost Kin. Okay, so for those that want to know, so see the broken vessel? See this big orange blob? Lost Kin's the better version? This is the hard one? Oh, this is the hard one! Okay, so Lost Kin's the harder one. E tier. E tier then! The fight sucks! I don't know! Terrible. Really hard fight. I don't know. They like yeet across the field, and it's just hard. The Mantis Lords. Mantis Lords is an interesting one. Very challenging fight until you get the timing down with the mechanics. When you learn the mechanics, but here's the thing with Mantis Lords. People say S tier. Everyone's gonna say S tier. Everyone loves Mantis Lords, and I hear you. But there is one thing that I just can't get behind. So the Mantis Lords, there's 3 of them. There's 3 of these, okay? But when you are unalived by the Mantis Lords, which when you first play through the game, happens frequently, okay? The distance that you need to walk from the save point back to the boss is the worst in the game. I cannot put Mantis Lords in S tier. I cannot. I'm not kidding. I almost stopped playing Hollow Knight because of the Mantis Lords. The fight was fun, but the walk back was just not fun. It was just not fun. It was unfun. It was 0% fun, and I can't do S tier. And it was so bad for me that it's going to knock it down a lot. It's going to knock it down a lot for me because I really dislike that. I'm going to put maybe D tier. They sit upon a throne. Each of them. Okay, well, hear me out then. The Radiant version of this definitely tried. Super fun. I was mistaken. Thank you all for correcting me. I appreciate you, chat. I appreciate you. You're wonderful. Thank you for yelling at me. I really appreciate that. Put them in S tier and call it a day. If it's the same mechanics, I'll go S tier and we'll move on. Yeah, see, 3 attacking you actually sounds fun. Like, that sounds fun. This sounds like a very cool fight to me. I'll move them above. I'll even put, you know what? The sound of it sounds really cool. I'll even put them above the Dung Defender. Markoth, giant F tier. Markoth, giant F tier. Nobody likes Markoth. at all. Markov spawns a shield that orbits around them, and it blocks your attacks, and it deals damage to you if it hits you. Big sip, everybody. If you have water, please take a drink, because we do not drink enough water. I'm telling you, I'm doing it right now. There we go. Get some water. So we got a dream shield that goes around. If it hits you, you get bop. You can't hit it. It's terrible. Then they have the nail barrage, where they throw nails at you, and they like wait, and then they fly wherever you are. There's no hiding. You can't hide it. Then they spin their shield in a super wide radius, and you literally can't escape that either. It's F tier. I actually agree. However, not as much of an F tier as Beefcake, Protein Powder, Zote, and Sentinel. No way. It's ass. But it ain't that ass. What do we got next? We got Marmu next. Marmu's abilities are hilarious. The fun factor of Marmu and the hilarious factor bring it up to like here, I think. I think Marmu is a solid B tier. I think like here. Kind of derpy. All they do is they like curl up in a ball and then yeet themselves at you, which not a difficult fight, which, you know, brings it up a little bit, I guess, if that's how we view this. Ping pong match. Is a ping pong match changed my mind? Yeah, like Marmu's cool. Marmu's cool. Maybe even here. I'll put Marmu here. Marmu is a solid boss. I like it. It's just got the X factor a little bit. You know, it's a little bit there. Next up, we got the pile of leaves. This boss is huge. He's derpy. And I like the boss, but there's really nothing that special about him. I mean, there's really nothing crazy. It's like a C tier. But the pile of leaves, it runs at you. I'm gonna put an E tier. There's nothing really special. It's just a pile of leaves. And I like the pile of leaves. Don't get me wrong. It's just, there's nothing crazy about it. Yeah, the fight is really easy. I don't know. I'm not thrilled with it. We'll go E tier. I'm just not a big fan, personally. Okay, now here's where it gets interesting. Who here watched my Nightmare King Grim episode of my playthrough? Anybody? I know some of you did, but did anyone watch the Nightmare King Grim fight? This is most certainly an amazing fight. The music is super intense. The fight was so hard, and I worked on this fight for days. Literal days. I might do this. I might put it up here. This fight took me so long. It took me so long. And the fight is so cool. So cool. I don't recommend it for anyone else. Rather than doing it yourself, just watch my video on it, okay? It's in the boss fights. It's like really crazy. We love it. We love it because we've done it. Maybe. I think if I never beat it, I think it would be somewhere else, but we did beat it, and the fight is just really good. It's just really, really good. Next up, we have No Eyes. 0% eyes on No Eyes. Honestly, I just don't really like this boss. No Eyes is cool, but like the boss mechanic is just terrible. It's just not good. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. This is the new order. It's gonna be like that. I don't know. It just doesn't really do it for me. Nosk. Nosk is very interesting. Nosk is a boss that... See the head? It's my character upside down. Because Nosk is actual trash. Garbage. Complete garbage. But they have the fear factor. Nosk is this giant, like, dangly, spider-like fool of a took who thinks that it's you... And it lures you in, and it's got that cool factor. But the actual fight is like really bad. Like it's not a super fun fight. I wish the fight was a little bit more fun. So I'll keep it in C. It's cool. The lead up. Lead up is really cool, but the fight itself, complete trash. The oblobbles. Yeah, we're just gonna stick them right there. Just straight up at the bottom. Like 100%. Just right here. This is the most ass boss in the game, I think. And it's trash. And we don't like it. We're moving on. The painter! The painter! I'm gonna have to move these, though. I'm doing something here, all right? I'm doing something here. Okay, we're moving a couple down. Like, these ones, I think, could be C tier. I'm trying to make room at the top. I need to be more selective. We love it! We absolutely love it! I think this is just... Like, it's gotta be up here. It's gotta be up here. People are gonna be mad. People are gonna be mad at me. Tell me if this upsets anyone. Like, if it really upsets anybody, then I'll keep it. Radiance is very challenging. Super, super challenging, but really cool. Like, the cool factor brings it way up, but like the fight itself it's not an amazing fight. It's a good fight. It's not an amazing fight. The fight has like a lot of moving parts. There's like beams from the sides, and then there's all these spikes that come out of the ground, and it's just a bunch of like really annoying mechanics. Like the mechanics are really obnoxious with Radiance, and that's more I'm talking about. I think I want to move Radiance down. Like I think, I don't know, maybe like here, maybe like there, yeah. Like, the mechanics are just... I don't know. We're getting into it now. Soul Master. Soul Master is such trash. The Soul Master is the second boss that made me almost quit. Really horrible. There's not a whole lot that's redeemable about Soul Master. They do wear, like, a bow tie or a cape. The walk back is even longer than the Mantis Lords. That is a big part of this. The walk back really affects it. And that's the only reason Mantis Lords are here. And I don't know. The fight is just kind of, it's hard, and they throw homing projectiles, and I despise homing projectiles. They just hunt for you. The whole playthrough, all they did was hunt us. That's all they did. They hunted for us. They took us out. And then there's all these creatures that are just like them. All the creatures in the whole area are exactly like this boss, and it's complete garbage. I don't know. I won't stand for it. And that makes this make way more sense. Soul Tyrant is probably down here, to be honest. Probably right there. The two of them. They can live at the bottom of my tier list, and I'm not even going to feel bad. We got the Soul Warrior. Now, Soul Warrior is in the same area as this one here, as these two. But Soul Warrior, the fight is, like, kind of fun, actually. I like the Soul Warrior, honestly. I'm thinking maybe like B or A tier. It was not a super difficult fight, but it was fun. I don't know. I had a good time. Welcome, welcome. I don't know. This was a fun fight. It was really simple. I think because maybe the simplicity, I'll put it like, maybe B tier. Maybe low B tier, high C tier. That's what I'm thinking, because I enjoyed it. I could do it. So that if I could do the fight, that definitely is. But we fought a couple of them over the course of the game, and I was never like afraid of them, but I was always kind of excited. Like I like fighting this boss. I don't know. It gives you a little bit of a wind up on the abilities, so it doesn't feel totally unobtainable. You feel like you're actually it's tough, but it's not too tough, you know? All right, I want to see in the chat the Collector. I'm putting in C. It doesn't go there. Well, maybe it goes there. I most certainly promise you it does not go there. I just want to see, what do we think? The Collector. Top Creeper, S tier. C tier. See, I knew it. I knew there's going to be quite a bit of differences here. I'm sure of it, because this is people either love this boss or they don't. And I am firmly on one side of this. The Collector is E. We got some S tiers. We got some E's, some C's. He traps grubs, D or E. Ducky just hit the nail on the head. This boss is just immoral. I can't do it. I can't do it, fam. You don't trap the lovely creatures of Hollow Knight in little jars and then throw them at me. You don't do it. And you don't trap grubs. The fight itself also? Wait, really? Hold on a second. New development. Ducky says traps grubs, which I knew, and I thought it was bad. But now you're telling me that they protect them from the infection. Is this true? Can someone verify, please? Can we get some verification on this? Because that makes a big old difference. If that's true, they're way up. His Dream Nail dialogue says, my love, protected at last. Really? Wasn't there dead bugs in jars in his lair, though? Oh, this is getting spicy. Where's it gonna go? I don't even know. I don't even know what to think anymore. Let me see if I can look it up. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna read to you the lore of this character, okay? I'm gonna read the lore. We'll read the lore together. It says, the Collector is a void creature. It lives hidden away in the locked Tower of Love, along with a large collection of bugs from throughout Hollow Nest that are preserved both dead and alive in glass jars. So, collects them both, while always displaying a joyous demeanor. Pretty creepy as well. Well, too joyous. Collector is only concerned with the preservation of other creatures. Now, here's the question. It trapped the grubs from the Forgotten Crossroads colony and recorded their location throughout Hollow Nest on a map. Despite its attention to the grubs, it only has 3 within its tower. So it only took the ones from the place that they were in danger. Is that real? It has a connection, I should say, to the previous owner of the key to the tower. A Hollow Nest aristocrat bug that can be found dead deep within the Queen's gardens. Ooh, this is fascinating. Wow, this character has so much. I don't even know what to think anymore. I wasn't prepared. Oh my goodness. We don't know, like, collecting them to help them. Did they agree? Did they consent to be trapped in jars? I doubt it. They could have just You know what this sounds like to me? Because here's the thing. They could have just brought the bugs to safety, which makes me think that this is just some kind of a strange, maybe not so cool thing that they got going on where they just like to trap the bugs. Like you can do the right thing for the wrong reason and do it the wrong way. And I'm kind of thinking that there is no safety. Now, that is a good point. That is another good point. But I don't necessarily agree. I mean, yes, there's no anywhere safe, right? But I'm sure, listen, if I was a grub, okay, if I was a grub and the grub father was safe, Ducky coming back with the counterpoints. Fam, we love to see this. This is fantastic. They protect them, but they also threw them at me. I mean, they didn't throw the grubs at me, but they threw like, it feels like there would be better ways, right? Because they could have just brought them to the grub father, right? So yes, they protect them, but it's also creepy and weird. And it's just creepy and weird. It just is. I don't know. I'm leaning down. We'll go here. We'll go E because they did some stuff. They used primal aspids. Boom, debate over. You're right. We're gonna go bottom of E tier. It's not enough to sell me. Yes, they protected them, which is nice. But come on, fam. I mean, you want D tier? All right, all right, let's do the first poll of the day. We're doing a poll, everyone. Let's do a poll. Let's see how we feel. Start a poll. This is for collector. Here's what we know. Yes, they saved the grubs, but they put the grubs in jars, which is super uncool. They protected them, but it also feels like kind of weird. I don't know. D or E? That's the question. The Magic 8-Ball also says that the collector does it with evil purposes. The Magic 8-Ball is coming in big with the opinions. Magic 8-Ball might play a role here. A lot of people are saying D tier. All right, I've been outvoted. I wanted E, but you all brought it back. It's going at the end, though. It's going at the end. The grubs were fine. Yeah, but they were stuck in jars. Who's having fun stuck in a jar? Not me. Most certainly not me. I'm not having a good time if I'm in a jar. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's keep moving. Next up, we got the Hollow Knight. This is a sad fight. The fight itself, not really a tough fight. It's cool. The cool factor maybe brings it up to B tier, but other than that, like, you know, I mean, I guess it's cooler than, I guess it's got some cool stuff going on. And I think the theme is like, the fight is cool, but then they start like attacking themselves. And I'm assuming that that's because of the infection, right? Like, it's a sad story, but I think maybe here. C tier, he's easy, kind of fun, and tragic. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat, but I like the story around it a lot. So I think I'm gonna keep it B tier for now. Oh, I've made a huge mistake. Oh, no. I made a huge mistake. Earlier in the stream, I said that they were the worst. Oh, how wrong can I be? Bottom, F tier. You are gone, Trader Lord. The run back, terrible. Absolutely horrible. Like, really bad. The boss fight mechanics, super hard. Don't like it at all. The boss themselves kills my... I can't face it. I'm not ready. You are gonna sit at the bottom of F tier all day. You will never move from F tier. You will never move. You will be in F tier for the rest of your days. Regular Grim is like really cool. Really cool. Honestly, really, really freaking cool. I'm thinking here. I'm thinking high A. The fight, again, really challenging. All these fights are really challenging, but Grim is like really... Grim is tough. I don't know. I believe this. Then we have the giant orb. The giant electrical ball orb. Anyone have any guesses? High or low? What do we think? High or low? I'm telling you right now. It's going in E tier, but like, what do we think? Low, yeah. Yeah, pretty freaking low, huh? Honestly, I think it belongs right here. Yeah, I did this fight without charms. No, sorry, no, not this one. I did Grim without charms, didn't I? Grim was who I did without charms. It was really difficult without charms. Yeah. Umu. Besides the name, I mean, it's got a cool name. 4 U's in the same name. That's pretty freaking awesome. But apart from that, terrible. Vengefly? Is this the Vengefly Queen? Is that who this is? Vengefly Queen or Vengefly King? Either one. Is, honestly, there's really nothing special about this boss. This is pretty meh. It's pretty meh. I don't know. It's just gonna go here. It's maybe less than 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓, because 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓 at least, like, flies about and smashes on the ceiling. Yeah. Next up, the Watcher Knight. Watcher Knights are cool because there's a lot of them, but like they're kind of just like a version of all the other ones, and they're really hard. It's a really hard fight. I don't know. I'm thinking just like in the middle. I'm thinking like here maybe. Like they're hard. They're just I don't know. They're pretty down the middle of the road for me. But you know who's not down the middle of the road for me? The white defender. White defender, pretty ass. Pretty terrible, if I'm being honest. The fight was horrible. The fight was really hard. It was just an unfortunate, harder version of the dung defender. I'm not thrilled with it. I don't know. It's meh. It's like a little bit worse than Nox, I guess. It's just eh. I don't know. This boss I didn't fight. This is like an upgraded... Oh, this is like a Hornet Nox? Oh my gosh, there's a Hornet Nox? Holy moly. I didn't fight that, so we're not going to do it. 0? Is it 0? 0 is probably... 0 is probably the least... Probably the least cool of the like the spirit bosses, right? Of like the dream bosses, the warrior dreams. Super easy fight. Not like a whole lot there. It's a cool fight, but like it's probably the worst of all of them. I don't know. I can't put it in the same tier as the rest of them. I'll probably put them in here. It's a cool fight. Also, this needs to go way the heck down now that we've made this. This thing is complete trash. Probably like, oh my god, this thing is so trash. We're moving this down, actually. I freaking hate this thing. Yeah, we're just gonna put it right there. I hate this thing. I don't even like it at all. All right, here we go. 𝗧𝗢 the goat. 𝗧𝗢 the mighty. Our best friend. Our best friend in the game. 𝗧𝗢 the goat. This is a fun fight. It's heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. This one looks like me when I wake up from my morning shift. This is you for your morning shift, actually. 𝗧𝗢 needs therapy. They all need therapy, but 𝗧𝗢 needs therapy, probably above the rest of them. But 𝗧𝗢 is still gotta be S tier. Gotta be. 𝗧𝗢 has some views when you read 𝗧𝗢's laws. 𝗧𝗢 has a couple views that we don't agree with. 𝗧𝗢's gonna round out the S tier. All right, so what do we think? What do we think about this wonderful tier list that we've created for the bosses? How do we feel about this? Does any of them really make you upset? Does any of them, are you like firmly like you are wrong about this? Markoth up from S tier or from F tier? Okay, Markoth is most certainly not moving to S tier. That is override. It ain't happening. There's a couple in here. We can do some tweaks now. My gosh, honestly, I gotta move this up. I gotta move Crystal Guardian up. And I just really like the Crystal Guardian. I don't know. Crystal Guardian's just so cool. They just wear crystal oven mitts. And they just wave to you with lasers. And they're amazing. I'm overall fairly happy with this, I think. Let's see. Is there anything to tweak? Soulmaster and B. Do you think Soulmaster should go up? Does anyone else think that the Soulmaster should go up? Tyrant Master is staying on down here. I don't care. But like Soulmaster, what do we think? We could potentially move Soulmaster up, but Soulmaster's garbage, so it's like otherwise I think we'll keep it. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with this. I think this is pretty good. Let me know in the comments of the video what you think. We got some votes coming in. A lot of people saying up a tier. All right, you know what? All right. We'll do it. We'll move it up. We'll move up a tier. But it's not gonna be crazy. Maybe here. No, we'll just put them at the end. We'll just do the end. Well, you've really made some progress. Oh, wait till you see what we got planned. We got some fun stuff planned for this stream. It ain't over now. You think this is what we're doing today? Oh, no, baby. We got more to come. Don't you even worry. Look at it in further detail. Really analyze it and let me know in the comments. All right.